I am a windshield wiper.
Okay. We're with you.
I'm a windshield wiper to clarify the road for my clients so they can see it better. And that's what I do. I help them to know where they are on the road. I help them know when to turn, how far down the road, 500 feet turn. And I also help them in deciding where they are on their journey. And because of my theater training, I can help them rewrite their script. And so it's a wonderful thing. I help them know, well, you've taken the wrong turn, go back and start again. And so I'm always trying to help my clients get clear on the road. It's very difficult to stay clear on the road. The entrepreneur is always on the cutting edge. And when you're on the cutting edge, you operate by trial and error. Not right and wrong, but trial and error. And I'm there to support them when there have been errors. But my philosophy is, what did you learn? Not what mistake did you make. My philosophy is, I'm looking with my clients to find their strengths and clone those strengths to help them use those strengths where they think they have weaknesses. It's so much easier. As a marriage and family therapist, I was trained and did very well in what's wrong with this picture and how do we remediate it. I'd rather look for what's right with the picture and how to make better use of it. I even, as a marriage and family therapist, being an educator, I thought, wouldn't it be wonderful if couples could study their relationship and get an academic degree? And I actually got together a group to found a university and I lead a charmed life. One day, one of the board members said, "Are we, reinventing the wheel?" And I said, "Well, I don't think so." And by George, I went back to my office, and there on my desk was a journal that had an ad from a university that was doing exactly what I was wanting to do. So one of the things I did for a while is help people get degrees, masters, bachelors, PhDs, for life experience and for putting together a project of excellence. What a way, because what the thing that I learned is that the client, the learner, we don't talk about students, the learner is in charge. You decide what you want to learn, how you want to learn it, who you want to learn it from, and you decide when you've learned it. So that's what I'm looking for, and with my clients, I use that. It's so hard for us to understand that we are in control. We are the key to the executive washroom. if we say we are. So I help people revision who they are, what they're doing. One of the toughest things in problem solving is to decide what is the problem. We often go charging off, looking at options, but if you don't know what the problem was, how do you know which options are going to be useful? So that's what I've learned out of being in charge of my own branch, so to speak, of a university. Now, I spent a number of years as a theater director. What does that have to do with what I do? Well, I learned that every play, by definition, has a struggle. If there's no struggle, there's no play. And then there is the turning point, and then there is the outcome. So I'm looking for the struggle, and instead of saying, oh, you've done something wrong, or you wouldn't be struggling, celebrate. Because if you're not struggling, you're not growing. So that's what I'm interested in. Another thing that I learned in the theater is to look at the script and try to understand what the script is trying to say. In the theater, we talk about the backstory. Well, when I shifted over to being a marriage and family therapist, again, we're dealing with the script, except the task now is for me to look at the script, and because what's sitting in front of me, the client, is the production. And so I know as a theater director when you should turn right or left or upstage or hold yourself like this or like that. I put that in to the actors, but now as a marriage and family therapist, I took the information out. Part of what my theater training helped me, and I didn't realize how much, was to be sensitive to rhythm. And of course, theater is all about rhythms. And I didn't realize how attuned I was until one day I drove my 20-year-old Volvo into my parking lot. A man came to me and asked for directions. He was on foot, and I tried to give him the directions, and then he just pulled out a pistol and said, "Give me all your money." I thought, whoa, being with clients, the first thing to do is make friends with them. And so I tried to make, thank you. I am so taken care of. This is such a wonderful group to be taken care of by. So anyway, I was trying to make friends with him while he was going through my wallet, and I had $14 in my wallet. Well, I knew that this chap was probably on drugs, and I was asking him his family history. I do that. And, offering to him that if he needed to go into drug treatment, I could get him into treatment. Actually, he turned that down, but he did say, as he was walking away, you're a very nice man. And I thought, yeah, but why, And, so he got picked up, And at that point, the police department videotaped the lineup, and then they brought the videotape to your home to look at the lineup, and all the people looked very alike. I thought, I can't do this, until I saw this man walk. And that rhythm was so unique, and so I could identify him. And so those are the things that have been helpful. I've learned a number of things that life is not a straight line, but it is a circle. Hopefully it's a spiral, hopefully it's going up. But if that's true, then you're going to go back over the same issues time after time, hopefully from a different perspective. And that's what I help people do, is interpret when they go back over the same things. You know, people come in and they say, well, I dealt with my mother and father, years ago. They're always present. They're in your mind. So I help them update the movies in their mind. That life is wonderful. And Marlon Brando, I shouldn't say that. Perhaps I'm dating myself. Well, no, I've never dated myself. Anyway, said...
That would be weird.
Thank you.
Would be weird.
If you're listening, said of an actor, he's so great because he doesn't make things happen, he lets things happen. And that's so hard, just to let things happen. To look for the gifts. I always say to myself in situations, what am I being asked to do, and what are the gifts? So the big clock on the wall says, I've said enough. So I thank you all very much.